Welcome to Brand Me. I'm Preston Konrad, and this is the podcast about doing your own thing, whether it's building a personal brand, maximizing your side hustle, or making the most of your everyday.
I try to respond always to the people that I always have.
Oh my gosh, guys. Today's episode is so fun. We're talking about starting an online brand essentially based on your obsession and passion for an existing brand. In this case, I'm talking about Maggie Kelley, who is the founder and creator of the wildly popular Instagram account called Best of Bravo. We dive into, of course, all of my favorite Bravo shows and all of the behind the scenes drama, but also how she built the brand into what it is today. This is an absolute gem of an episode and wildly fun. So sit back, grab a snack, and here's Maggie. Maggie freaking Kelley. You're here.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. I feel like it's been a long time coming.
It has been. We spent the whole pandemic kind of DMing each other just about random things. I've been a fan for so long. I'm kind of fangirling out that you're on my podcast. I didn't think there was anyone in this world that shared a dark obsession with Bravo like I do until I found you.
Oh, it's dark. It's deep. I mean, it's constantly on my mind, I'm sure, as you can guess.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I've loved chatting with you over the years. And so I'm honored
so
to
pumped.
be here.
Well, thank you for doing this podcast. It's so funny. I've talked to so many different types of people that have launched personal brands or have a powerful Instagram account or have launched a business. And there's this whole world now of people launching personal brands kind of by accident based on their love and obsession with an existing brand like Bravo or like The Real Housewives. And you're one of them. You're like one of the top most searched Bravo accounts on Instagram. So for all those listening, if you're not following Best of Bravo, which you probably are by accident or on purpose, follow now. But Maggie, how the hell did you start it? And how the hell did you get up to like almost 250,000 followers talking about people that throw things at each other on television?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy. So I stay up super late. It's like I need to kick the habit, but I don't know how. And so a few years ago, I guess it's almost been 4 years now, which is crazy. I was just bored one night and I was like, I think I'm going to start a Bravo Instagram account. I was doing polls on my regular, like my personal Instagram, and all my friends were like, we don't give a fuck. Like, who's James Kennedy? Like, who is this? Like, why are you polling? Like, if you think he's like, it's good TV. And I'm like, okay, true. So I made this account and I didn't tell anybody about it. I only told like a couple friends for like maybe 6 months, like not even like my family. Cause I was like, I just thought I was going to quit it. I figured I would do it for a couple weeks and then get bored of it and quit. So I just didn't think it was a big deal. Then it just kept growing. And so finally I'm like, okay, well, I kind of enjoy this and it's continuing to grow. So I guess I'm going to keep it up. So
were you posting on your feed or just stories or both at that time?
Both, but it's become something like, when I first started it, I was doing mainly memes, I guess. Yep. And now it's mainly like, I feel like it's mainly news or things that's going on like on the show currently. I just feel like there's so much that goes on with all the Bravo Lebs. I mean, it's constant. And it's like, I feel like people want to see all the news more so than the memes. I still do a meme every now and then, but I was doing just solely memes at the beginning.
That's so great. Wait, and you have a full-time job too?
Oh yeah, full-time job. Yeah, I work from home.
That's amazing. So this is your nighttime side hustle.
It's nonstop, but yes, nighttime as well.
When do you sleep?
I went to bed last night. It was like 1:30. It's kind of late.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
So late.
It's psycho.
Well, it's so funny. What I think is so awesome about your Best of Bravo account is that, like, even though I've never met you, I feel like because of what you sprinkle in, like I get the flavor of you, like, and when you go out with your girlfriends or when you go to Nashville or when you go order like takeout or you go on a trip, like it's such a fun integration of your personal life into your personal brand and stuff that we all care about. Was that always intentional that you would like share things about you or what bag you were buying or like, how do you determine what goes on Best of Bravo and what you just put on like your Finsta?
That's a great question. So no, at first I I was totally anonymous. I don't think I said anything about me besides that I lived in Nashville. And then I was kind of encouraged by, I guess, people who run big Instagram accounts or even who do people's like publicity, things like that. They're like, I would share more about you.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just didn't see it that way. I thought, well, people are only following me because of Bravo. And that's mostly the case, right? But now I think some people follow, like anytime I post an Amazon link, like people buy it. It's weird. But I feel like because now I've been sprinkling in my life for the past like maybe 3 years, people kind of feel like they know me.
Well, they do. It's weird. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like you kind of root for you in these situations, or you're like, oh, I hope she has a good trip going to XYZ or whatever. Like it's a very good integration into, because at the end of the day, you could probably and maybe want to turn this into, and I think you do like any paid posts or anything like that on your feed?
Yeah, so I didn't always, but for maybe the past year, I've been doing more ads and things, and it's mainly just like a few times it's been things that I actually already use, which is super nice, like Thrive Market I did, and then like any skincare. I love skincare, so I was really excited when skincare, because I was posting one day about my skincare routine. I don't know why. I was posting one day about my skincare routine, and they like reached out to me and they're like, oh, we'd like to work with you. And I'm like, oh my God, like, holy shit. Okay. And I'm like, I already used that. So, that's been really fun. And it's nice too, because I never intended for this to become anything. Like I never planned to make any sort of money off it. Now I make a little, and it's obviously that's really nice, but it's mainly just really fun.
It's so crazy. Are you negotiating and like doing all these brand things yourself? Like, so someone reach out to you, if there's a brand you want to work for, do you do it yourself or do you have someone that helps you?
No, I have someone that helps me.
Okay, good. I was going to say, that's my biggest tip, is to get someone to deal with the money stuff so you can focus on doing the good content stuff.
Yeah, no, that's good, because I've always said I don't know what I'm doing. As you saw, I was trying to come in here and I had, so many technological issues. Like I never know what I'm doing. I just kind of do it. And, that's especially with ads. Like I don't know who to reach out to or how much to ask for, that kind of thing. So I have someone that helps me, and that's helped a lot. Yeah.
So how did the followers come? Like now more than ever, I feel like it's so impossible to grow on Instagram. Like impossible. Like TikTok, I grow like crazy on, and I see a lot of people grow crazy on TikTok. Oh, yeah. I just feel like the days of like exploding on Instagram aren't really there anymore. Did people just like, because you share so much about things that people love, which is like Bravo programming, did the followers just kind of come, or did you have a strategy?
No, I definitely did not have a strategy. They just kept coming. Now it's funny that you said that, and you feel like Instagram's kind of, I don't know, halted right now. I have not grown really in the past few months. I was consistently growing for several years, and now for the past few months, I really haven't been. And at first I was like, that's so annoying, but it is what it is.
Is it you that always posts? Or are you like, I'm shadow banned again?
Oh yeah. I'm always shadow banned.
I love your conspiracy theories. I'm obsessed.
I definitely got shadow banned once because I shared. Do you watch OC, or Housewives of Orange County?
Yes.
I figured.
Just so you know, this is the safest of spaces. I've watched every season of every show ever to exist on Bravo, ever.
Okay, love it. I know you're like you love Below Deck and all of that.
Please tell me you're watching Down Under.
Oh, it's the best show on television. It's my favorite.
It's better. Everyone listening, if you're not watching the offshoot Peacock programming of all the Bravo shows, which by the way are better than all the Bravo shows, you are missing the fuck out.
No, they really are so much better. I was watching at my friend's house the other night, and we were just dying laughing the whole time. The chaos. It's my favorite Below Deck, and I love sailing too. So.
Last night I was like super setting Down Under, and then I'm like, right, I hit the end of the most recent episode, and then I had to put on regular Bravo, and it was like fucking poor Daisy, and I'm like, oh, going from that to this, like, how is that not on TV and this is?
It's honestly a crime. It makes me so mad for them. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of into Peacock though. I everything Peacock puts out, I'm into. So
Totally.
hell,
Well, that's how I felt with Miami. I was like, first of all, Miami was out when OC was on, and OC was like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, that show needs to figure out its rhythm again. And so I was like, you're going to tell me that these amazing women in Miami, who all are like literally perfect, picture perfect casting of housewives,
really
are
was.
like banished to the streamer network, but then they brought it on TV, so it's fine.
I know. And everyone's like, should I get Peacock? I'm like, yes, it's literally $5 a month. Of course, I have all sorts of streaming apps. No, God only knows how much I spend a month. And I don't even, it's something I don't want to know. But everyone asks, should I get Peacock? I'm like, yes. Now, especially that Bravo puts all their shows on the next day. That is huge. Like,
wait, you need to be working with Peacock.
Yes, actually, I've done. I did an ad for them for the Super Bowl, and then hopefully some things in the works with them.
We got to ink you a long-term partnership with Peacock, 6 months plus.
Yeah, I would love that because I love all the Peacock shows like Ultimate Girls Trip, so good.
Iconic.
Miami, so good. I love Down Under, and I know they're going to have more coming out. I can't think of what they are.
Well, the new Ultimate Girls Trip, the crazy one. That's going to be so unhinged.
It's the most, they got the most unhinged people or unhinged housewives and threw them in a house together in Dorinda's house. I'm just like
in the woods.
They're also thirsty. Like, they all so desperately want to be back on Bravo, but like they're not. Like, I mean, look at Jill Zarin. I love her. I love Jill so much, but like she's been trying to get back on Bravo since she got fired.
Forever.
Like she's been trying so hard. I feel like Jordan, Vicky, and Tara. I'm like, oh my God, it's just gonna be so good. I can't wait.
Speaking of housewives, you guys, I promise I'll ask more questions, but this is like the one most fun episode I've been looking forward to this podcast because I get to talk about my favorite shows. But do you know what I was supposed to go to today? And I know this will probably be outdated when we air. I was supposed to go to the premiere of Dubai.
Really? Oh, in
New
York?
During the daytime.
Ugh.
And it said hors d'oeuvres and cocktails will be passed. So I'm like, oh, cool. It's at night. I'll go, like, whatever. I reread the invite, and it was from NBC, like, directly. It says 12 p.m. on it. That means noon, right?
That's, I believe noon. Wait, are we on
noon.
Are we on Dubai time? Like, I'm confused. Like,
oh, wait, I didn't even think about that. Maybe it's like on Dubai time.
It's definitely not.
You and I share an obsession with Carolyn Stanbury, right?
Yes, I love her. She's a fucking queen. Like, I think I posted once, I was like, I would follow her into the pits of hell. And I'm like, she's so cool. Like, there's very few people that I'm like, you are just cool. And she's one of them. She can do no wrong to me. I love her. She's fabulous.
Are you excited? I guess I would say this is a twofold question. Did you love Ladies of London as much as I did? Were you as obsessed? And two, are you excited to see her with this new group of women?
Oh, I was obsessed with Ladies in London. Actually, I'm not finished rewatching it, but I'm in the middle of rewatching it now. I think I'm like almost finished with season 2. And yes, I loved Ladies of London. I was pissed when they canceled it. And I'm really excited for Dubai. You know, I actually just went to Dubai in March.
I was so invested in your trip to Dubai. Tell me everything.
So I can't wait. Now that I've been there, I can't wait to see kind of how this is going to be, because there's definitely like a lot of rules and restrictions there.
Right.
Like, I was told, of course, as obviously I say fuck like all the time. And we were told, like, when we landed, because we stayed with family, and they're like, yeah, like, just make sure you don't like cuss at people. And we're like, oh, we don't do that. And they were like, okay. Like, you can't even be like, oh, like, go fuck off. Like, just joking. Like, they don't like, you can't do that. If the wrong person heard you were like a policeman or something, then they could arrest you.
Well, I hope we get the drama out of Housewives that we deserve.
I know. And I think we will, because I mean, everyone there, I feel like a lot of people there aren't really from there, you know? So it's, totally. I don't know. I learned a lot when I was there, and I don't want to misspeak.
Oh my God.
Because I'm not great with like remembering exact details, but we learned so much when we were there. And the whole time I was like, I can't believe Dubai, like Real Houses of Dubai is coming so soon. And I went to the resort that Caroline got married at. And I literally drugged the entire group with me to go there, and it was gorgeous.
Are your friends, by the way, are your friends like as obsessed with Bravo, or are they like you're out of your fucking mind?
It's a mix of both. I mean, so no one in my family. I was with my family in Dubai. They do not watch. I mean, obviously they know only my sister-in-law watches Bravo. She didn't watch though until a couple years ago, and now she's really like. She's made it through almost every franchise. I don't think she's watched OC yet, but besides that, she's watched like every other franchise. She got Southern Charm, Pump Rules, Below Deck. I'm like, she's cruising through. But a lot of my friends, though, they actually do watch Housewives, so it's kind of nice. Like,
okay,
most of my best friends do watch, so that part's nice because I don't know. Like, I was at my friend's house the other night. We were watching Down Under, and like her and her husband, he's even invested. You know?
Oh yeah, I've got my guy. Matt is so invested. It's been like a nice decade. I also feel like a lot of people from during COVID were like really spread thin with programming, so they caught up on like 6 seasons of a show that they never watched. So it's good to know that you've got some people in your camp who support your personal brand, because what you've built is crazy. I want to ask you a few more questions about social media. Running it into a business before we talk more Housewives. How do you keep the community engaged? Like, are you crazy in the DMs? I feel like I always get a response from you. Do you write back to comments? Like, what's your approach to like keeping the people entertained and keeping the platform thriving?
Great question. I do feel like I respond to a lot of DMs. I try to. Obviously, I can't reply to all of them, but I do try to respond to as many as I can. I've done that kind of since the beginning, and I have a little bit of OCD where if people have messaged me before and it shows up, you know, in like the bold.
Yep.
I try to respond always to the people that I always have, just because I feel like I should and I like to. And it's funny. Like, I mean, I've never met you in real life, but I feel like I know you. I feel like when I come to New York for BravoCon, I'm like, we better meet up for drinks.
We have to. Wait, when is BravoCon, by the way?
October.
Okay, so that whole thing, what they just did, the upfronts thing, that was just like that big BravoCon stage thing was just like promoting BravoCon.
Yeah, I was just promoting it, and I mean also promoting the network, of course, but definitely BravoCon too. So I think it's October like 16th, something like that.
I might be able to get us like, because you know, my friend Luke is on Summer House.
Oh my God, yes, and I just bought his syrup.
Wait, I need to buy his syrup, so.
I got 2 bottles.
I have this whole theory with Luke, and I need to tell him that I think he could be the new like brawny guy, like essentially like turn his like rugged man into like all things like simple things that rugged people do, like syrup and tools, and like I totally think he could like. I mean, I love his jewelry and I have it, but I think he should like shelf the jewelry for a minute and go big.
I think he really could, because he looks so nice. Like, he's so nice.
Until you meet him, he's the nicest person you've ever met.
I know. I hope I get to meet him in October. I'll be there for like a week. So
okay, we'll set something up.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, I'm going for a week. I have my flight, but I don't have anything else yet. So I was like, well, I'm going regardless. So
oh my God, I can't wait for you to get here. My other question is, because you cover so much content that people feel a very certain way about, how do you balance like your opinions and being subjective and being objective, and like how do you, or do you just at this point put out what you think, and like how do you balance that? Because I can only imagine the amount of weird comments you get and arguing and that kind of stuff.
Oh my God. It's honestly exhausting. I hate to say it. People want your opinion, but if it's not the right opinion or not their opinion, then they don't want to hear it. And it's like, well, I'm going to stay authentic to myself. Like, I know I'm a big Teresa Giudice fan. I understand why people don't like her, but I'm not just going to write Teresa off because she's a little bit insufferable right now. Like, I'm just not going to, and I will ride for her. And so, like, I posted something negative about, like, Melissa, I think. And I'm pretty much, like, anti-Melissa at this moment. And I posted that, and people, like, went crazy. And I was just kind of like, look, and I kind of made a joke about it. I was like, LOL, people unfollowing me because you asked for my opinion and then you don't like the one I give. And there's so many people that replied back and they're like, oh my gosh, haha, I would never. But it's like, I did. I mean, people did unfollow because I said I liked Teresa or something like that. People are weird. I don't know. It used to really bother me, and I just try not to let things bother me anymore. It's hard.
You got to kind of like roll it off a little bit. Well, I was wondering because I can only imagine what the kind of stuff you get in your DMs. So thank you for doing the Lord's work and keeping it friendly for us.
Yeah.
I want to do a rapid fire through housewives. But this is a show about branding. You've launched a brand based on the Bravo universe, and a lot of our favorite Bravo celebrities have brands. So I'm going to rattle through a bunch of Bravo brands, and you're going to tell me what you think, or should it exist? Should it not exist? Or should it have existed in the first place? Okay, let's start with She by Sheree. What do we think is going to happen with She by Sheree? Is it finally going to get off the ground? Is it going to be successful?
Oh my God, I hope so. I fucking love Sheree. She's my favorite of all time from Atlanta. So I was so happy she's back. I think that now that she's back, she's probably going to get the ball rolling again. Yes. I don't know if it'll be like spring, summer, like per usual. Yeah. But I do kind of see it coming. I think the joggers are coming.
Joggers are coming, baby. Let's keep it in Atlanta. Kenya Moore hair care, flop or fabulous?
I think Kenya can sell anything. I like Kenya. I've never used it, so I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think about Kenya Moore hair care?
I think it's fabulous. I think it's great. Yeah. I think she knows her target customer. I think she knew how to bring it into the show in the right way. The fact that I just remembered the Kenya Moore hair care, so the marching band, it did its work. Okay, so let's root for her. Let's talk about Teddy Mellencamp's accountability brand. Problematic, I feel a little bit. It's getting dragged on TikTok like left and right, I see.
Oh, is it?
People say it's like a problematic brand.
Well, because I think you eat like 400 or 500 calories. Like it's basically a starvation diet, I think. And
totally. With someone yelling at you about it.
No, yeah, well.
Okay, I'm going to rattle through a few more. Yummy Tummy by Heather. Have you ever tried it? What do you think of it? Is it like, does it stand a chance? Does it even still exist?
I know it still exists because I've seen it in department stores. I've never tried it. And I mean, I've never used it. I'm a Spanx girly, so I'm going to stick to Spanx. But I think Spanx. obviously it works. I mean, it's still around.
Let's talk about Cut Fitness. Does it still exist, or has she fully moved on to the CBD brand?
I think it still exists, and I feel like it didn't do well. Obviously, I mean, with the pandemic, no one was
right. Like, this is Tamara Judge, by the way, that we're talking about. Everybody.
I love Tamara though, and like she's another person. Like
TV Gold.
TV Gold, and that's what I'm all about. TV Gold, and Tamara's one of them. So it definitely still exists. I don't know how well it does. I don't know.
Let's talk about Rena Beauty.
Oh, I like Rena Beauty. They send me a lot of stuff. I think I'm on like their mailer or whatever it's called.
Ooh. Is it good product?
It is. I mean, I don't like some of the colors, just to be honest, but I do really like. They came out with lip plumpers recently, and it's pretty much. I love like the Dior lip plumper. I forget what it's called, and so I tried Rena's one night, and I really liked it.
I mean, the fact that this woman could sell us anything, like sometimes when she was on QVC, like a lot, I would tune in and just watch for hours just because I could listen to that woman sell anything. So I'm glad that you're repping her brand.
Yeah, I love her.
The fact that there are so many of these brands that I won't even be able to get through it. What do we think about Jill plus Allie?
Oh, I like them too. Well, they actually make really good masks. Have you tried their masks?
I heard the masks were like the hot thing over COVID.
They're really good. Now I feel like we don't really have masks, I guess, anymore. But in like an airport, when I was traveling this spring, in the airport, I was just wearing like the ones you like throw away or whatever. Because I feel like I could like breathe a little more in those. But I actually really like their masks and their clothes. I have like a sweatshirt from them. I have a candle from them.
Oh my God, you have like a full blown lifestyle collection from Jill and Allie.
Jill is my girly. And Allie's great too. I feel like I'd be friends with her in real life. So
Totally. And then since I'm running out of time, I want to ask about two more. One, do you think Skinny Girl has lasted as far, like a lot of people on TikTok have a problem with the brand's name being Skinny Girl now?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that people are kind of critiquing that now. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's done very well, and I think Bethany will always do well, but I feel like
time for a little change, maybe a little refresh.
Maybe time for a little change. I mean, the fact I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. Which
I didn't either. And I used to drink the Skinny Girl margaritas like when they first came out, like it was going out of business.
Oh yeah, they're honestly they're pretty good. But they're good. Yeah, I didn't think anything of it, and now that I've been seeing it, it's kind of like my eyes are open. I'm like, ooh, yeah, totally.
And then my last branded housewife I want to talk about is who I think may be one of the more successful branding housewives from a product and lifestyle point of view, which I think is Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's real money there. I feel like there's real product there. And I want to get your POV on it because I actually have seen the booze at grocery stores. I've been to the restaurants before. And I knew Lisa before she got on the show, like a long time ago, because I worked with her interior designer. So I knew her when Cedric lived at the house.
Oh my God.
Back then.
Oh, we've got, I could talk to you about this for hours.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Well, before I let you go, what's your favorite show on Bravo that everybody needs to watch if they haven't watched it yet?
You know what? I'm going to go with Down Under. Seriously, right now, that is my favorite show. I look forward to it every week. And I love it. And I feel like it's not getting that much attention. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's on Peacock, but I love it right now. My favorite of all time is Real Housewives of New York.
Totally. And like the early, like the whole, someone has to go through the whole catalog of New York.
Yes. Like I love it. I think they're so funny. But you have to start with the beginning. Sorry. Like
totally.
You have to, but I'll always love New York.
Before we wrap up, let's take a quick break. Today's episode is brought to you by my brand, Preston Konrad Home. I would love for you to come into my world of luxury home fragrance, responsibly made here in America, all for under $50. We've cut out the big box middlemen, and we are bringing the finest luxury fragrance right into your home. For you guys listening today on the show, you can take 10% off of any single item on PrestonKonradHome.com with the offer code BRANDME. That's PrestonKonradHome.com, offer code Brand me. Maggie, how can everybody find you? What's your account called for those that don't follow you before I let you go?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Best of Bravo. And
are you on Twitter, TikTok?
I'm on Twitter. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't post on TikTok. I just creep. And then I know I need to start posting on TikTok though. I know
that's kill it. You would kill it. There are so many Bravo people that post so much stuff about Bravo and their accounts are like catapulting.
Okay, that's gonna be my goal. Maybe like this June. I was gonna say
let's get you into TikTok. I am here for all the pointers if you need it. I don't have that many followers, but I'm learning, so I'm here to help.
Perfect. But Best of Bravo. So.
Well, thank you for doing the Lord's work and posting that meme of Dorinda smoking every time you get stressed.
Every day.
It's amazing.
Oh my God! Thanks for having me.
You're the best. I'll see you in the DMs.
Sounds good.
For more on the show, you can find us on Instagram at BrandMePodcast or at Preston Konrad. Be sure, of course, to rate, review, and subscribe and share on social. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week.